Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the City of Houston Housing and Community Development New Empowerment Series, Building Communities and Strengthening Families, BCSF. I am Latasha Smith. I am the Community Involvement Coordinator for the Communication and Outreach Division. The BCSF empowerment workshops are aligned to keep communities connected to valuable resources and discover tools for building developmental relationships and enhancing their family strengths. This month's workshop, we will honor women entrepreneurs. We will spotlight the HCD Section 3 division with the focus on minority women-owned small business enterprise, better known as MWSBE. The program's objective is to ensure local firms are afforded equal opportunities that promote utilization and eliminate discrimination. We have an awesome presenter this evening and a lot of great information to share. So we would like to go ahead at this time and begin. Just a few housekeeping notes that we would like you to keep in mind. Number one, all audio should remain muted throughout the presentation. Second, we are requesting that you put all questions in the chat box function. During the question and answer portion, we will assure that our presenter will tend to those questions at that time. And lastly, this is a recorded event. The recording and the presentation will be available to all attendees after the event. Now I am going to give this over to Ms. Dejanay Jones for the agenda for tonight.
Now to the agenda. We'll have an introduction of our director and outreach staff, a mini fair housing hotline commercial, introduction of today's guest speaker, Ms. Taisha Booker, and our final remark. And now to the introduction of our director, Mr. Keith Bynum.
I don't think, Deja, I don't think anyone else can see it outside. Because it's just showing like a, if anyone can see the anyone else can see the PowerPoint, let us know. If y'all are having trouble seeing it, let us know. Okay, well, I would like to introduce our director, Mr. Keith W. Bynum. I would also like to introduce the outreach staff. I'm Onika Porter. I'm the admin manager. We have Latasha Smith, who is our community involvement coordinator. Dejanay Jones, Becky Benitez, and Pedro Sosa. They are our community liaisons.
So now we are up to our presenter for this evening. Like I stated before, she is part of the HCD family. She is part of the Section 3 division. She is Ms. Booker, the contract administrator, and she will be speaking to us about the program that I spoke of at the beginning of the event. So Ms. Booker, we give it over to you.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Again, I will be going over the MWSBE economic opportunity on housing projects. Okay. So first, I will introduce Crystal Boyce. Crystal Boyce is the division manager for contract compliance. She oversees Section 3, MWSBE, pre-award services, POT, which is also known as the Pay or Play program, as well as portfolio compliance for contract compliance. Now we have our MWSBE team members. Currently, we have myself. Again, my name is Taisha Booker. I'm the contract administrator for MWSBE, and we also have Carolyn Seals, who is also the MWSBE contract administrator for the MWSBE division. Okay. So for MWSBE, the policy overview, again, is the City of Houston policy to strengthen the minority woman-owned small business enterprise, also known as MWSBE participation during all phases of contract. So that objective is to ensure the local firms are offered equal opportunity that promotes utilization and eliminate discrimination on any City of Houston project. Okay. Housing and community development contracts, all contracts must comply with the federal procurement regulation, which mandates contracts to include all necessary affirmative steps to ensure minority women-owned small businesses are utilized to the maximum of capacity. As a result, HCDD contracts must adhere to local and federal requirements as it relates to MWSBE. Okay. What are some of the benefits of being certified? One, if being certified, you get advantages of being in a procurement selection process. You'll also be listed in a directory. That directory would be on the City of Houston Office of Business Opportunity website, where you can go, that you will be listed in the event any contractors need to hire certified MBE or women WBE firms. You'll receive regular alerts and networking and contracting opportunities. So anytime we have a opportunity available, that will be sent out through a called eBid through B2G Now. So you'll be listening and you will receive those type of opportunities. You get opportunities to bid on goal-oriented contracts. You'll get covered under the City of Houston Chapter 15 ordinance. You can be added to the trusted service offer. And then other Texas agencies, they accept City of Houston, our certification as a MWSBE. So I'm going to go over some of the goal achievements on City of Houston contracts. So, the goal achievement, so there is the goal achievement, a promise awarded a goal. The compliance can only be achieved by meeting the goal requirements or demonstrating good faith efforts. So, with the goals issued on city contract, I apologize, but can someone please mute their mics? It's I hear a lot of static, so I'm unable to speak. Thank you. I apologize again. So the only way a prime contractor can meet that goal on these projects is they have to use certified firms, whether they are MBE or WBE firms. The good thing about being certified as a WBE or a minority, so if you're a woman-owned business you're a minority, you can actually have two certifications. The contractor must also meet both goal requirements, so each goal is separate and they have to meet those goals. So if you have two certifications, you can either be used to be listed on a contract as a woman towards the WBE gold credit or the MBE gold credit. Okay. Again, that information for any certification, or even if you want to be certified as a WBE firm or MBE firm, you can go to the City of Houston Office of Business Opportunity website, and under certifications, they'll have a list of how you could be certified as a minority or WBE firm. Just make sure that when you look at that list, and if you're ready to apply to be certified through the City of Houston, just make sure that you have all your documents ready or ready and available, because once you get started the application, you have to finish it throughout. It will not allow you to go back. So in 2022, these are our category goals. So we have on multifamily projects, we have a MBE goal of 30% with a WB goal of 8%, which is an overall goal of 38%. On public facility projects, there's an MBE goal of 26% that must be met, and a 9% WBE goal, which is an overall goal of 35%. On single family projects, there's a 21% MBE goal and an 8% WBE goal, which is an overall goal of 29%. So on these types of projects, the firms have to use either MBE firms, certified MBE firms through the Office of Business Opportunity to meet those goals, the MBE goals, and certified WBE firms to meet those WBE goals. And so in 2022, HCDD awarded a 1 million, of which 50 million was awarded to certified firms, accounting for 44.3% utilization overall award. However, from that amount, 32 million was either exempt from the WBE goal or granted a waiver or a non-goal oriented project. From the remaining 80 million, the department registered 59.8% utilization by awarding a total of 48 million to certified firms. Okay. Um, so the next slide is kind of like a breakdown of which shows you how each firm, the category of the contract that was awarded, the amount of dollars spent that was awarded, and the actual percentage. So this was our awards for 2022. As you can see, we strongly encourage the utilization of MBE and WBE firms on all projects. This is just another one where it is broken down by certification type. So if you see like the MBE golds, which was 60.0%, then you have the overall MWBE gold, which is 1.7%. We have a WBE gold, which is 17.1%. SBE, which is, if you're not aware of it, but that's called small business, which is 20.7%. And of course, we have, which is the P card, procurement card, which was 3% in other categories. So this is like a breakdown by certification type of what was awarded to certified firms in 2022. So here are some of the projects if you're interested in if you're already certified and you're interested in getting certified of being a WBE firm or a minority firm, here are some of the projects that are up and coming for HCDD. For public facilities, we have the Edison Performing Arts Center. We have also had the 6168 South Loop East apartment, the Harris Center. We have the Fifth Ward, a technology center, COVID Housing, Texas. The Sir Jobs Workforce Training Center, 32 McGregor. On the multifamily side, we have the Hayes Center. And again, all these projects that we have upcoming, they are subject to comply with MWSBE Section 3 and POP. So the contractors must meet those requirements, those gold requirements, and utilize certified WBE and MBE firms. So we also have the Mansfield Road in Tidwell, Lockwood Drive, Fifth Ward, Sunnyside Mixed Income Construction. We have the Alameda project. And then for the Harvey, we have the Stella Leaks, which is up to 100, which is single family. So there's up to 194 homes. Cityscape is up to 240 homes. And Hardy Yards is 130 homes. So these are some of the upcoming projects that we do have. I've also included some of the links. I can put this information. I will include my information in the chat box if you have any questions that's not going to be answered during this event. You can feel free to email me or reach out to me and I can answer the questions for you. But here are some of the resources that we typically give out and we send, which is 24 CRF 85.36, federal procurement, the Chapter 15, Article 5 of the City of Houston Code of Audits. That Code of Audits protects certified MBE and WBE firms. And we also have the City of Houston MWSBE certification process. And again, that is through the Office of Business Opportunity website in the event that you want to be interested in being certified. Any questions for me at this time?
I don't believe we have any in the chat at this time. No, I don't see any at this time.
Okay, perfect. Well, everyone, y'all have a wonderful evening, and I will enter my contact information inside the chat box.
Okay, so our upcoming event will be the Lunch and Learn, and the topic will be the tax season wrap up, and the date will be determined later on. So look, you have to see our website to keep an eye on the date on that. We'll be updating it. Our outreach event is Building Communities and Strengthening Families. That's going to be on April the 21st from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. The topic is the 4 A's of autism: awareness to acceptance, to appreciation, to action. And you'll be able to register there for that event. And then the next event will be the 360 Road to Homeownership. That's going to be April the 25th at 6 p.m. That's going to be for building the perfect team. So please register and you'll get a lot of information there about credit and everything. So join us, please. Next for Nika and our final remarks.
Thank you for joining us tonight. And if you have any further questions, first let me thank the guest speaker and my staff. And if you anybody on here have any further questions that you may not have been able to ask tonight or you couldn't think of, please do not hesitate to send the questions over to us and we'll get them answered for you. Thank you and have a good night.